Jimmy, 2-0 defeat here to Ebbsfleet this afternoon. What were your thoughts on the game?
The start was quite cagey from both teams, feeling each other out. We gifted them a terrible goal from our point of view, standards wise, and really, really poor goal that we never seen us do that. So that doesn't help. And then obviously the sending off creates its issues. I would like to say I feel for the young goalkeeper. I feel for him, and our thoughts should be with him, and not feeling sorry for ourselves for the sending off. And I wish him a speedy recovery because it's a nasty injury, and I wish him well, obviously. But I just think it's a lack of understanding, and I think that because of the severity of the injury, the referees produced a red card. But I don't think the mechanism or the action is a red card. He's just trying to block the goalkeeper from kicking it, and the goalkeeper's kick, momentum from his kick, takes him into Ash, and Ash's leg is there, or his foot is there to try and block a clearance, and the goalkeeper kicks the bottom of Ash's foot. Listen, I feel for the kid. It's a horrific injury. I don't want to make it about us in any way, because we should just be thinking about a young boy who's now got a long road to recovery. We had it a year or so ago with Deck Rose, and sometimes life, things are more important. But I'm not sure that it's a red card. It's a horrific injury. I don't think there was any malice. I don't think there was any intention, and I think that the follow through is what's caused the injury. Not there was no intent from Ash at all. Absolutely not. I've watched it back, and to me it's clear. But there's absolutely nothing we can do about our result now. And I think those two things really made the game a very massive uphill battle. I thought we started the second half well, actually. Could have been a bit braver, could have passed the ball better, created a couple of little things. It was always going to be hard. And then the second goal, we committed too many bodies. We've got to do better, but lads had given everything, and a bit of fatigue. We were short on the night of players anyway, only had not enough to make a full bench, so just a difficult night. But the effort, determination, desire from the players, the white flag never came out. We kept going, created a few chances, nothing really fantastic, against a very, very good side who were on an incredible run, and fair play to them, they took advantage of it tonight.
I mean, you mentioned the injury to Ebbsfleet goalkeeper Gio Galagambi, and again echoing the thoughts that hopefully he has a speedy recovery. But is that something that you'd have to kind of manage before, where both sides even went all the way back into the changing rooms while he received treatment? Give us time to organise, really, to be fair, because if it had been a red card and straight away, then you've got to organise during the game. It was the right thing to do. Kid was in a lot of pain. I would have left him there. I wouldn't have moved him. I've had that injury myself, pretty much exactly the same way, because you've got to kick the ball. You've got to commit to clearing the ball, and you know that someone's going to try and block it, and you know that you're probably going to kick the bottom of their boot or the side of their boot, but you do it because that's your job. So it's a tough one. So look, there's only a few things you can do in that moment. You have to tweak shape. We changed, and I thought we looked okay, to be fair, especially first sort of half an hour of the second half. I thought we actually looked okay, and we were growing. Needed to pass the ball a little bit better, rather than force it, but that's all gone now. We've got to regroup quickly. Another tough game, rearranged game because of the FA Cup Tuesday night. Squad of 14 fit players, probably 13 now, to be honest. So yeah, we just go again, and we got to stand up to it. It's the challenges of this league. We knew it would be. You know, you're coming up against full-time football teams with, you know, budgets. There's no excuse. You know, we've had good budgets in the leagues we've been in before, but we've found the tables turned on us here now in this league, and we've been great. We've done great. The one thing, the players, they don't give up. They keep fighting, and that's what they've got to do now in a tough run of games. But they're fully capable of it, and yeah, that's what we've got to do. We've got to be that team that wins against all odds.
I thought Matt Hall continues to grow in confidence, and he made a number of really smart stops tonight.
Unbelievable. That would have been a heavy defeat, but for Matt Hall tonight, without a shadow of a doubt. That would have been an embarrassing defeat with a big scoreline against us had he not been in goal tonight. So outstanding. You know, that's what I knew I would get when I brought him in, when Goz got injured.
Obviously, you mentioned that we've got this tight turnaround, and it's a run of 4 games away from home, 3 in the league, with the FA Trophy tie at Folkestone Invicta sprinkled in as well. Does the mentality change when you've got a big road swing like that?
Yeah, I think that you've got to be a bit more pragmatic away from home in this league. You've got to be, you've got to try and not allow the home team to get momentum and do what they want to do. You've got to try and take away what they're trying to do. So you get them on the back foot if you can a little bit, and you have to take chances away from home. But I've got to be honest, we've done that. You know, we've done that quite well. You know, I think this is only the second time we've not scored in a game this season, so it's positive. We were always going to come up against times when we were light in the squad, and we just have to roll with it. We have to adapt. No excuses. No, not being big babies about it. We've got to go and get on with it, and players have to stand up and be counted. They're fit, you know, so they've got to come and show their wares. You know, when the chips are down, and they're, you know, they're not down, because we're in a great place. We've done ever so well. We've had a game tonight that circumstance has made it really, really difficult. 11 men on the pitch all game. Would that have been different? We'll never know. So we got to think it would have been. We got to believe it would have been, because of our quality. We were never able to really do that or get any real momentum in the game. So you just take it. You just put a line under it, and short memories in football. You move on. We've got a game Tuesday, and that's all we're thinking about now.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks, mate.